Hello, Playful Eco Warriors, and welcome to another episode of Climate for Fun, the podcast that turns climate change into a laughing matter. Here's Antonio Salituro, climate scientist, writer, and comedian. I'm thrilled to have Gabriele Scrofani with me today. Gabriele is a scientific divulger who talks about sustainable food, among other things. Welcome, Gabriele, and thanks for joining me.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks for joining me. Ready to make fun of climate change?
I think it's a good way to talk about climate change, make fun about it because
Anyway, let's crack on then. Okay. So, Gabriele, let's start from the name of your Instagram account, Eat or Shock. I know that etology focuses on the study of animal behavior, right? But how about the shock factor? Did you see a pig screaming for help just before being killed in Sicily when you were a kid, or what?
wow, you're so fanciful. I would say you're really a lot of fantasy. No, I would say Shock came from my two passions, the ethology, of course, and
Yeah.
pop culture as well, like Pokemon stuff. Shock was
Oh, I
remind
see.
me like something really Pokemon full,
I
like
see. I see.
Shock,
Okay.
Electroshock,
Okay.
something from Pokemon, electric types and stuff, or
Right.
in general, something from pop culture in general. So I
Okay.
was
Fair
like,
enough.
let's put together two words that usually they're in contrast. Ethology is ethos from Greek, ancient
Yeah.
Greek is like nah, nerdy stuff. While shock, it's not like the proper way to put the word together. But that's why I loved it.
I think
At the
it,
first time I thought about it.
yeah, I think the contrast works very well, that what makes it work, the contrast.
And
Yeah, that's
also
good.
ethos and shock, ethos shock. It was like every moment I repeated my hand in my mind, it was like it's wow. It should be it will be my name,
Okay.
and
And
it
it
is.
was. It's cool, cool. No, that's good. That's good. Okay, I
No
didn't see
pigs
that.
were screwed while I didn't thinking about this name for sure.
Yeah.
I promise.
No, yeah, I mean, honestly, the Pokemon thing, I didn't think about that, but that's good. That's good to know. Okay. Speaking of shock, the docu-film Food for Profit, right, showed very poor condition in which animals live in intensive farms. On top of that, the docu-film revealed that some EU politicians favored the companies who are promoting these unsustainable and unethical practices, right? So how can we get rid of these pigs? And I'm not talking about the animals.
Okay. Talking about this documentary for profit, the person who did it, it's Giulia Innocenzi, that is
Yeah,
working actually for Report,
yeah,
TV program on Rai 3, on the third
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
National Italian television. Yeah,
television. Yeah.
yeah.
But I had to say two things about this. The
Okay,
first is that the report transmission is not like one of my favorite because of its
okay.
lack of scientific content inside. Sometimes science
All right.
communicator argue with them because of
Really
they
cool.
they don't have a proper idea of what is this communicate science.
Scientific communication. Yeah. Okay.
It's different from communicate social problems, social issues, and
Yeah.
you will need to listen to the science community. So it's
Yeah.
not like when you find one thing that is not going really good, it's a problem. But
Yeah.
a bigger problem, the bigger picture. But looking uh, focusing on the docu
Document.
film,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's okay to make this kind of work. It's important because
Yeah.
I studied farm and also I studied animal behavior,
Yeah.
and it's horrible when you treat animals like this because you
Yeah.
know that these animals are going to be your food, and
Yeah.
you don't want to eat something that suffered so much.
Yeah.
it's unethical and it's horrible, and I think it's okay. It's normal that a lot of people wanted to going vegan or vegetarian. I
Well,
think it's
yeah.
normal when you see stuff like this.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would say that um, I don't want to pass the idea that animal farm is all like this.
Yeah. No,
Of
fair
course,
enough.
it
Yeah.
sounds it reminds like not all men, you know. No, I'm not like this other man. I'm
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But of
Yeah.
course, every job in every work there are professional people, professionists that
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
their work properly, or at least trying to follow the directive from, in this case, European Union and stuff. And there are people that are not really good at it. And it's important that journalism in general
Yeah.
make, I don't know, inquiesta in English, I don't really know, but I think report.
Report, like
Yeah,
investigation. Yeah. Yeah.
investigation,
Yeah.
it's the one of the most important way, the biggest weapon we could use to
Yeah.
fight these kind of problems, because
Yeah. Yeah.
it's full of it. We cannot hide behind the finger in Italian.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
This problem is really big in Italian. In Italy, is really widespread, less than other places in outside of the Europe, because Europe
Oh,
has
really?
one of the best animal condition, animal welfare statements
Okay.
and laws.
Compared to.
South America or North America
Okay.
or
Okay. Cool.
Southeast Asia, like
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Okay.
you saw the biggest palace in China, which in every stair, in every, I don't know,
Yeah.
level of this building, that was like
Yeah.
24 stairs building, there were a lot of pigs stuck
Yeah.
together. It's in horrible conditions, and I think it's in Europe. It would be impossible to make it like us,
Yeah.
because it's unethical in every sense. I should say that it's important journalism, and at the same time, farming has some issues inside about animal behavior, in particular for two or three species that
Yeah.
are pigs,
Yeah.
avian like
Yeah. Yeah.
chicken,
Chicken. Yeah.
yeah, these animals, and lay eggs, the chicken that
Okay.
make eggs, like
Yeah.
hens.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have some issues because of the way they are usually uh, reared, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
husbandry.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because usually they don't have enough space. There are laws every time making bigger space, bigger space, bigger space for them.
Yeah.
But usually they are animals that want to roam, in some
Yeah.
sense,
Yeah. You
move.
roam around. Yeah. Yeah. Freely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to roam around, to move a little bit outside, because they need also to express their behavior. And it's
Yeah.
important to study ethology, in
Yeah.
my opinion, to better understand how to give these animals the
A better
proper
life, I would say.
eh,
A better life, I would say.
a better life, the proper condition
Yeah.
to be themselves. Because
Yeah.
one of the five freedom of these animals is
Yeah.
be able to express their ethology, their way to be,
Okay.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
as a pig, as a chicken, and it's different for each animal. And also,
Yeah.
you have different breeds of the same species of the same pig. You have different breeds, and they
Yeah.
act differently. So you need a
Okay.
lot of
I see.
study behind it,
Yeah.
and it's important to pursue it. A lot of people do it, but as well, a lot of others don't do it, and they are really not professional, because in the first part, you are the the first person who will have the problem is you, farmer, that you treat worse your animal, you treat
Yeah.
in a bad way your animal, because
Yeah.
an animal that is not in a good condition of welfare produce really uh, low meat, low
Yeah.
milk,
Yeah.
for
Low
example.
yield. Low yield. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you want to produce, you need to stay good, and you
Yeah.
don't have heels.
Yeah.
Um, Otherwise,
I
you
think
won't be like this.
I think
So
there is a lot
it's a
of
win-win
work for you.
condition, treat animals
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah, but I think there is a lot of work to do for you because, you know, I'm thinking about the average Italian man or, you know, Italian person that, you know, if you talk to him, like if you tell him, oh, you know, there are different kind of pigs, everyone, each one of them has got his own behavior, says, oh, fuck, oh, like, you know, he's going to overreact. But anyway, I understand that it's important, but probably many people should, you know, understand it better this message anyway that's an interesting point of view. So on your Instagram page you talk a lot about cultivated meat, so reasonably so because I think it's the future. But this topic is causing a lot of beef, pun intended, right? So for instance, Italy was the first country in the EU to prohibit the production of cultivated meat. So, what's your food for thoughts on that?
Ah, let's start with this. Because
Tricky one.
the problem is, it's like Italian, but not Italian people. It's in this way,
Yeah.
this government is not like so progressive. I don't know if you get it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I
know,
do. I do. And I
because
think
they
many
don't
people
want like
do.
progress or science, this bleh,
Yeah.
stuff that
They
we
don't like
like
that,
in this place. We don't do it here.
yeah?
So the problem is that when you fear something, you want to block it. While when you fear something,
Yeah.
you should study it. I think it's
Yeah.
you should better understand what you're
Yeah.
going through. And
Yeah.
cultivated meat is makes fear, make these people really frightened. I could say,
Afraid,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
because they see agriculture in general see cultivated meat like an opponent because of its
Yeah.
ability to produce meat without killing animals, without rearing
Yeah,
animals.
yeah,
And
rarely. Yeah, yeah.
you know, they think it's like a competitor and something that is not like traditional. And
Yeah.
oh no, our cuisine will be destroyed. My lady,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? While it's just meat the same way. And one thing that I really like it's that there are some projects, not so much, but there are not so many, but there
Yeah.
are, in
Yeah.
which they want to cultivated meat producers want to collaborate with farmer producers to in order to make the farmer have their animal and produce with their animal their cultivated meat.
I
In this
see.
way,
So,
the animal will live more, and not like 1 year, 2 years, but
yeah.
long lifespan, who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
And produce the meat of these animals. For example, you have a breed that is is going to be extinct because no
Yeah.
one knows it.
Yeah.
You can take the cells
The
from
cells.
this
Yeah.
animal
Yeah.
and produce the meat from these animals by
Amazing.
yourself, or better, having the proper elements, the proper
Equipment.
technology
Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your farm, having maybe paying someone that knows how to make
Well,
this in
yeah. Yeah. The know-how. The know-how.
bioreactors
Yeah.
and in the proper way to produce meat in this with this food technology, new food
Yeah.
technology. So for me, it's just a way in which of course, we will have less animals. That is really good for everyone. Less farm animals, because the problem is that there are so many and it's so crowded out there of these farm animals. There are more farm animals than wild animals in the world, and it's like, or for better, mammals or bird species. There are more farm animals and farm birds than wild mammals, for example,
God.
or wild birds. It's like no
Wow.
sense.
It's crazy.
But when you hit this stuff, you produce a lot. So for me,
Yeah.
it would be better for these animals and for us produce have less
Less.
animals,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but in this way, not for sure, not obliged to, not compelled to go all only for cultivated, but
Yeah, yeah.
cultivated could be a hen
One of the
or meat.
options, let's say.
It's
Yeah,
an option. For me, it could
yeah,
be like that cultivated meat alone, it's okay. But I know that also farmers, it's their job, it's their life,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
they maybe have their their rights in some sense.
Yeah, no, no,
But
no,
at
no.
the
It's
same time,
always,
animals are their rights.
yeah,
They need to live in a proper way because otherwise, you know, one health, the concept of one health, in which people health, environmental health, and animal health is all of them stuck together. You cannot
yeah,
separate
yeah, yeah.
one
It's
of
part
them
of the
because
same chain,
otherwise you
isn't it?
can, yeah, it's all of it. It's
Interconnected.
just
Yeah,
everything stuck together. Yeah, in this way
yeah,
you cannot, and also having less animals should be will be something really good for environment, for
yeah. Because you got,
biodiversity,
yeah,
because you don't have to cut off all the forests to
yeah.
make
True.
pastures for the animals
That's
in
it.
all over the world.
Yeah,
And it would be also better for viruses, for pandemics, and
yeah,
because usually in with a lot of animals, when it's overcrowded, viruses could mutate a lot
yeah,
and became very dangerous. Some viruses could be. So it will be
yeah,
a win-win. Also this stuff, but it's not so easy. And I'm really sorry that in Italy we don't get it. Fortunately, like yes, there are um, some universities and some
yeah.
agenzie, come si
Researchers,
dice?
agencies.
Agencies, sorry,
Yeah, that's all
that
right.
they make research, they study a lot, and they are trying to
Mm.
go through this problem,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though the government is not so happy. And it's
Okay.
important
Wow.
because research is like fundamental for us.
Well, yeah,
And
of course, yeah. In
I
any
will say to
field, I
my friend
guess.
Lolo Brigida, Lolo, don't worry. If you are alright, if you are scared, it's okay to be scared. Also, if you are male, hetero, cheesy,
Condition of man.
don't
Yeah,
worry. It's okay to be scared and cry a little bit sometimes. But if you study, you will understand that it's not so horrible.
yeah,
Don't worry, guy.
definitely.
Let's
Yeah,
you
we need
can
to.
wear your pants somewhere else. Brigida wore the pants at the
Yeah,
G7 in Syracuse. It was like, wow, okay.
that was a funny outfit. Yeah. Anyway, so well, coming back to politician and stuff, I got some bad news. So Italy has been invaded. So I don't know if you know, but neither by Russia nor by Israel, but by Oriental hornets, right? So more and more of these hungry migrants come to Italy and eat Italian bees. And apparently, global warming is a pull factor. Now, I don't think relocating hornets to Albania would work, right? So, what's the solution to that, you think?
One thing that usually it's not going out in the journals about this species is that
Yeah,
it's not like so um, alien species. Alien
yeah,
species is a species that you don't have in your country, for example, or in
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
territory.
yeah,
While Oriental hornets are Vespis orientalis, it's from
yeah.
Sicily and South
Ah,
Italian.
okay,
Also,
so
they're
originally,
endemic.
okay, endemic, yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, also, or they live also in other part of the world,
Yeah, okay,
but they are endemic, so they live normally in southern Italy. So it's not
okay.
like an invasion of someone else, or you
Yeah,
could say it's an invasion of Terroni, of southern
yeah.
people coming from the south to the north, robbing their job and health
Yeah,
and stuff. And
yeah. Oh
normal
my.
speech this, but okay, no. And also, I know that a lot of people compare alien species to migrants in order to make all
Migrants. Yeah.
build together, and it's different. No,
Oh, so,
no. You
so there
don't
is a
put
connection
things
between
together.
Alien species and migrants, right? Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
like we don't want them here, alien species. Like we don't know,
Yeah,
no, we don't want migrants. No, it's different. It's so different. We are
yeah.
different species. It's not like this. We are the same species. Stupid person.
So they are blocking.
People like
Yeah, they will be
joking a
blocking
lot.
birds and stuff, migrating birds as well. I don't know.
Oh, this one. And where is your permission to stay here?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't see
that's great.
any license. So, it's not like
It's
this, but
ridiculous.
people do this. And this animal, this hornet, it's not so dangerous, not more dangerous than actual species we have. We have three
Yeah,
hornet species, if I don't say something or horrible and wrong, but it's not so dangerous. It's dangerous if you break their balls for sure. If you find a
yeah,
nest and you want to be like Brico Center, do it yourself. No, 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 no. It's not so good. And it's the same way you'd want to approach, I don't know, a cow in the street. It's not like the best idea, or a
yeah,
predator in South Africa. It's not like the best idea, but that's not mean that it's a pre dangerous animal. It's just that you
yeah. Of
don't have to
course,
touch because, of
of
course,
course.
they want to be safe like you, and they protect if you want to kill them.
Yeah.
I think it's normal. Also, the Pope said that if you talk about my mom, I would say I will give you a punch. So climate change is helping this
Yeah, it's a pull
passing
factor.
from the
Yeah, yeah,
southern part of Italy to the northern part. For
yeah,
example,
yeah,
yeah, I'm in Trieste now, and in
yeah,
Trieste they arrived in 2000 in 2019, like something like this,
yeah,
2018, and because of climate change, because they lived in places in which there are warm climates, and
yeah.
with climate change, also the north part of Italy
Obviously.
is going to be more
Yeah,
warm,
yeah,
so warmer at least. So these animals are going to have more places in which they could stay in a good condition, and could be a problem for Italian bees. But
yeah.
another things, another thing. I don't. I just want to. I want to be honest. I don't know about the situation about wild bees. If
Okay,
the hornets are a problem also for the wild bees, but for sure
okay.
the problem of for the uh, milk, there is milk, the honeybees, sorry,
Honey, yeah,
of
yeah.
the honeybees, we have and then they stay in a good condition with us because they care about them, while we don't care about wild bees usually,
Yeah, I
because
see.
they don't give us honey or
Honey, yeah, or milk.
anything, or milk for sure. Yeah, of course. While the honeybees, they give us honey, so we give them medication if they need. We
I see.
give them places in which stay
Yeah,
and live in a good way, so they are safe. If it should be something to be interested in, but for sure
yeah.
not like extinction of the honeybees. For
Okay,
sure
that
not.
was good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, okay, cool. So, I mean, we mentioned vegan before, right? So let's talk bit more because, to be honest, I wish I could go vegan, right? But I find it too hard, especially in the south of Italy, as you might know, where vegan food is more rare than cheap accommodation in London. So, but jokes aside, is veganism or perhaps ento-veganism the way to go, you think?
Veganism, like being
Yeah,
vegan,
like
but
eating
also eat
insects, insect
insects.
and plants. Yeah, perhaps. I don't know.
I think it could be, or if the people want, because veganism
Yeah,
should come from antispecism, in which the idea is not kill animal at all. So
yeah,
insects,
yeah,
they are animals as
yeah,
well, but people could decide whatever they want.
yeah,
It's okay. Their lifestyle is their lifestyle.
yeah,
So it's okay. It could be a good idea because insects are a provider of I don't know if it's providers, okay, of
yeah,
proteins. They are protein source,
yeah. The supply.
alternative protein source, because
Yeah,
usually we have protein from meat, from eggs, from animal
Yeah,
products, but also from
yeah,
beans and stuff.
yeah,
It could be an alternative source of protein. Why
yeah,
not? And a lot with love impact in the environment. The ethical aspect is very personal, I think. They are still
yeah,
animals, but they are not like for us cows or pigs.
yeah. I
But
guess.
for someone else, for someone it could be this like why you need to kill animals? Why when I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
be vegetarian or vegan at least.
yeah. True,
Um,
true. Fair
but
enough.
one thing that I really want to say is that in southern
Okay.
Italy,
Yeah,
it's okay. It's real that we don't have like a lot of veggie places, but
yeah.
the tradition of the southern Italy is very plant-based
That's true. That's
on his.
true. That's true. The
For example,
Mediterranean
in Sicily,
diet
I'm
and
from
stuff.
Sicily.
Yeah,
In Sicily, we have caponata. We
yeah,
have
yeah. I love it.
aubergines in every way you want.
Yeah.
Pasta al sugo, spaghetti
A
with
norma.
sauce,
Norma.
every kind of food that is typical from the south usually is without meat, or there are some. For example,
Yeah.
we eat horses. I know it's a
Yeah,
problem
yeah, I know.
here,
I heard
but
about.
we eat in Sicily, for example, but it's not so well spread like the traditional food that usually don't have it. We have focacce that are like buns of
Yeah, yeah,
buns
yeah.
in
But
which usually
focaccia.
there is no meat in the
Yeah,
tradition.
true.
Also, only arancina could
Yeah,
have
that's the typical. Yeah, the beef.
meat, but there are a lot of
Yeah,
arancina without meat.
yeah, yeah.
And
True.
they are not vegan or vegetarian. They are just arancina. You don't think about
Yeah,
this like
yeah.
it's a vegan product. No, it's a product. It's a vegan product maybe. Or for example, scacce. They're the
Yeah.
Ragusa way to say
Okay.
focacce. This beef. They're
I
typical
see.
from Ragusa. They don't have meat in their
Okay.
normal production. There is it's not contemplated the presence of meat. So at least
Yeah.
it's vegetarian. And one of my favorite dish is caponata. That is
Yeah.
the mixture of some different vegetables, and
Yeah.
there
I
is
love
no
it.
meat in addition.
Yeah. Cool.
Or parmigiana, there is no meat.
Yeah.
There are aubergines, fried. Of course, we have a lot of fried food, so it's not like
Oh yeah.
for sure the best food of the
Healthy.
world, but for sure is the tastiest.
Yeah. No, but yeah, aubergines are the is the queen of vegan, So in Sicily, in Calabria as well, you're gonna have a lot of fun,
Mhm.
definitely. Yeah.
The fact is that a lot of people want to eat something that remind them the meat, like vegan burger, and
Yeah.
you can find them on the
Yeah.
supermarket now, like
Yeah, true.
everywhere. But I know there are not a lot of places, lot of restaurants or
Yeah.
yeah, bar, coffee shop in which
Yeah.
you can find right vegan, vegetarian, in order to know exactly in particular for vegan people if in
Yeah.
this product there are traces of
Some
milk
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
honey or
Yeah.
stuff that you don't want, or meat or
Yeah, they're not
eggs.
prepared yet. They're not prepared quite,
Yeah, yeah,
to
they're
to
not
to
prepared. That's
yeah,
real, and
yeah,
usually you have to ask, and it's
yeah.
not so easy. Sometimes you say, okay, I don't really care for this
Yeah, it's
time,
a
and
it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's
it's
true.
it's not like the best way to
Yeah.
to pass your Saturday night eating meat
No.
if you don't want.
No, definitely no. No, no.
Um,
Okay, so let's move to something more fun, so have you got can you think of any jokes or any funny thing about related to climate change or sustainable food or anything?
okay, usually is not something that make us laugh, but
Ha, ha.
I think that laughing about something is the best way to communicate it better than screaming. I'm
Yeah,
not really like a person that screaming is useful when you are an activist. I'm not this. I don't have this ability. I'm really scared of scream and shout and
Okay,
stuff,
fair
and
enough.
it's not my part of my character. Um, and I prefer make people laugh about stuff, and
Yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
it's usually really impactful,
Yeah.
because you see something different in a different way. But climate change, it's different. It's difficult to make people laugh with
Oh
climate
yeah.
change. But there are people now they are trying to do it in a good way. There are a lot of friends of mine that are stand-up comedians, and they try to do it, and they are really good at it. I try at the same time, but complicated. I should say one thing that I that makes me laugh was that when I was in the high school, a lot of my friends have these trousers with tipo svoltini, non sapevo come dire.
Yeah, yeah,
I
well,
risvoltini.
I can't think of the word myself now. Like folded up, like sort of.
Yeah, they are
Oh
folded
yeah,
up the trousers because of
yeah,
the style. And I was like, but
yeah.
it's nonsense. Why you put your trouser like this? And I was like really, really worried. I was young and I loved to break balls to people
That's all right. It's all
about
right.
all this stuff. But now it could be like fashion again because with the rise
Yeah.
of oceans and water, you will be compelled to put the trouser in this way. So fashion come again, and every time I say let them, you have some problems with your with water in your house to put your way,
Oh, I
and people
see. I
laugh,
see.
of
I see. I
course.
see. I see. Oh, like a flood
You have
during the
water
flood.
inside,
Like
yeah, c'hai l'acqua
I. s-
dentro. You...
Yeah. No. 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 Fair enough. Yeah. No, I used to do it. I used to say that as well. So that's
So
typical. Okay.
black
When you.
humor could be
Yeah.
that in
Well.
Emilia Romagna
Yeah.
now they are
Yeah. I
having this
guess.
fashion
God,
again.
nowadays in Bologna, there might be a lot of people with folded up jeans, like God. Oh, okay. So now is quiz time, right? Are you ready for this? So
Okay,
three,
yeah, I'm here.
yeah. So three questions. Each question has got three possible answers, right? Only one is correct. Okay. So first question, right? Eating 1 kilogram of crickets instead of 1 kilogram of beef is more climate friendly. Okay. But what's the carbon saving equal to? Option one, charging nearly 500 smartphones. Option B, being charged by nearly 500 Oriental hornets. Option C, being charged nearly €500 for a pizza made with cricket flour.
Wow, I should say that I wasn't so prepared for this complication. I thought it was easier. I think the B because being charged by 500 Oriental Hornets, it's not like the best idea. But I think you will be very
Impactful, let's say.
you can fly away without having a jet. Yeah.
Well, that's a funny answer, but actually it was A. So charging nearly
Yeah.
500 smartphones was, it's quite
It
a
was
lot of
complicated, I
electric.
should say.
Yeah, it was quite a lot of electricity apparently. But yeah, the Oriental Hornets option is quite fun. So I give you that. Okay, so second question, right? Concentrated. Who said humans are the only sentient beings? Animals and plants are not. Option A, Gabriele Scrofani, after being bitten by several super sentient Sicilian mosquitoes. Option B, Gabriele Scrofani, after being bitten by several Oriental hornets. Option C, Francesco Lollobrigida, Italy's Minister of Agriculture, sorry, without being bitten by any sentient being.
Okay, this time I could not like say the funny stuff because it was Lola Brigida, but maybe in a
Yeah,
future the hay could be an option because if I will be
okay.
eaten or
Bitten.
bitten by the mosquito from Sicily that are sentient, for sure I will be. so
crazy. You
mad that
go
I
crazy.
could say something like without blood, and so I could say something similar to survive. I
God,
don't know, but
I'm with you. I'm with
Lolo
you on this
was
one.
really
Yeah, yeah, Lolo. Well, Lolo is the correct answer, but I'm with you on mosquitoes because it's crazy. Even in October, they're still here, and they're very active, very sentient. In Halloween parties, there won't be any vampires, but there will be mosquitoes. Crazy.
mosquitoes. Yeah.
Anyway, last
And
question.
it's so hot everywhere in Sicily, so they are
Oh yeah,
everywhere in every part of the year, in every season, and also during the day. They are present
yeah,
also during the day
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. It's
tiger.
crazy. Honestly, Calabria the same. That's mental. Oh God. Okay, the last one, right? Last question. What does meat sounding mean? What does meat sounding mean? Option A, the sound of cow farting. Option B, the practice of calling meat what is not meat. Option C, the sound of a new band called The Cure Meat.
I'm sorry, Antonio. I would say the hay because it's so nice. I know it's not,
Uh,
and it's the big, but I cannot. It's the hay, of course. It's
okay,
the cow farting. But nice science fact behind this, because
yeah,
it's okay, it's like
yeah.
this, my life. The methane, that is produced by the
Methane, yeah,
cows,
methane.
the greenhouse gases, really
Yeah.
strong.
Methane,
Methane is
methane.
produced, methane, sorry, methane.
Yes, right.
Methane is produced far more by I don't know in English, I would say, the
The burp. The burp.
yeah, right, the
Oh,
burp.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Like 90% of the methane they produce by uh, the birth
The
and
burping,
not
burping. Yeah, okay.
burping, and
Rather
not from
than,
farting.
okay.
But the sound of farting could be mid sounding.
Yeah, I mean, we had to, we will add a sound effect here because, cow farting, deserves,
No, I
deserves to
don't
be
have an.
represented.
Oh!
Do we have it? All right.
I have a friend.
No, okay,
Sorry,
well,
could you oh, really mid sounding.
do it again, please.
That's mid sounding. Yeah, I could confirm it's mid sounding.
Okay, okay. Maybe we can put together a real band called The Cure Meat and then just play that guy.
They produce the sound of this with the
Yeah.
instrument.
Okay, okay. Well, the other answer were much more funnier, but the actual answer, the correct one is the practice of calling meat what is not meat. Anyway, it's less fun, but that's cool. Right. So that's the end of this very fun episode. Gabriele, thank you so much for your fun contribution.
I'm so glad to be part of it. So thanks to
Thanks a
you.
lot. Thanks a lot for your contribution. And thanks to whoever tuned in today. Next episode will be in a month as usual. In the meantime, remember to fight climate change one fart at a time. No, sorry, one laugh at a time. Ciao.